kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds, and when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me.
Welcome, everybody, into Sim Racing Media tonight. The drivers of the Western States Racing League take on Talladega for 75 laps of action. I'm Mike Timoni up in the booth. Joined with me, as usual, is Alan Bergen. Alan, man, how's it going?
Well, it's been a long time since me and you got together, but hey, I tell you who's not going to take long to get together. It's the 31 drivers that are signing in to take time here at Talladega. And Mike, you know, it's one of those tracks where you don't really want to be. I mean, you want to win the pole, obviously, but I mean, a good spot would be that fifth position on back. And some of these drivers may not take time and play that strategy to where they might hang out in the back and kind of ride things out and see where the chips may fall.
Yeah, you're definitely right. Talladega is one of those tracks you either want to get the pole to try and stay out of trouble, really, or at least on the front half of the field, or you want to be towards the back and hope you can avoid anything that might happen in front of you. Talladega is known for being one of those tracks where the big one can happen at any moment in time. Last week, these guys put on a little bit of a show at Texas Motor Speedway. We had 3 cautions for 10 laps. Justin Michael, surprise, surprise, won his 3rd race of the short season. Andrew Schulte was 2nd. Michael Melfelt Jr. wound up 3rd. But all that kind of goes out the window when you head to a super speedway track.
Yeah, it's almost like go buy a lottery ticket, scratch it, and see if you'll win.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how these guys handle this track. Lyle Swearingen just went to the top of the board with a 55.01. And all of these times are going to be, I'm going to say, about 5 seconds slower than we see once these guys get on track and start drafting around here.
Exactly. And not only that, but we're going to use a word tonight called cooperation. I'm going to be your best friend until about 2 laps to go. And then guess what? We're going to be bitter enemies.
Yeah, everybody's going to try and work together, try and get as close as they can to, the 73 lap mark. And then after that, all bets are off. We've seen guys make passes on the final turn, and then they have to try and hold off everybody as they head down the long stretch here at Talladega, because the start-finish line isn't in the middle of the tri-oval. It's clear down on the other side, clear past pit exit. So they've got a long way to go, and they have to try and time that run perfectly.
In addition to all that too, Mike, you're looking at a 45% fuel load in these racetracks tonight. So you also got to put a fuel strategy game. When you start making that deal to come to, hey, when are you coming in? What lap are you thinking? Right? Let me come down with you. And who are you going to work with to get yourself to the front and into a good position to win this race tonight?
Yeah, that is definitely the other thing, because yeah, they can work together, but if you're not on the same pit strategy and you come out and nobody's around you, once you lose that draft, it's like somebody just threw a parachute off the back of your truck. You're going the wrong way, and you're going the wrong way in a hurry.
Trust me, I've been on that side of the spectrum before, where there's been that big checkup. Also, too, you don't want to start racing real hard on lap 10. Save it for, 15, 10, maybe even 5 laps to go. Then the gloves come off, and then then we get after it. But you kind of want to ride. Tires, I don't think will be a factor tonight. Not as much as the fuel load.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be more of a fuel strategy. Super Speedway, you don't necessarily worry about tires. We've seen most of the Super Speedway races that we've called recently come down to pit strategy. When do you make that final stop? Is it better to try and short pit and get some track position off of that? Or is it best to try and run that truck completely out of fuel, spend less time on the pits filling it up on that last stop so you can try and jump everybody who pitted early?
Well, and that's the thing too, Mike, is, for me, I want to short pit and play the fuel strategy game, not necessarily run it empty. Because you might catch a caution, and you might not. But definitely, you definitely want to play the short pit game.
We got 30 drivers that have taken a qualifying lap here tonight. We got 5 left that have not made a qualifying bid. 2 are on track right now. Matt Sisler in the 93 Toyota and Ryan Steele. I know I say it almost every week, but Ryan Steele's one of the guys that I like to watch if it's going to be a fuel strategy game, because depending on what he does, you will know if they're going to be able to make it on a couple stops or if it's going to be a one-stop race. He always tries to kind of push that envelope just a little bit.
Very true. And for me, I'm watching Justin. Look, Justin Michael's going to do Justin Michael things, but anything can happen. There's 34, 33, 34, 35 drivers that think they got a chance to win this race. If you don't believe that you have a chance to win this, well then go to the hospital and get your pulse checked.
Yeah, it is one of those tracks where anybody can win, because especially in this league, some of our leagues, little different story, but this league, if you can keep your head on the swivel and avoid the chaos that does happen here at Talladega, they don't have that fast repair. They can't come down. They can't get it fixed in a couple seconds and back on the track. They have to stay on pit lane and get that thing completely fixed almost. Get that required damage done before they can get back out on track. So if you can avoid the damage, you're going to have yourself a pretty good day here.
Yeah, but the other thing too, you got to keep in mind, real easy to get behind, and once you get behind it, this goes green, for a long time. It's very hard to get caught back up.
Yeah, Ryan Steele 55.08 for his second lap. 16th quick. Right now, Chad Simpson sitting on the pole with a 54.98. Less than a minute left and nobody else out on track. So Chad Simpson is going to be the pole winner today.
Well, we're so happy for you know, Chad Simpson and company, and you know, Lyle Swearingen, a name you don't really see up there anymore. Jeff Schmeier in that 32 truck. He's gonna grab the third place qualifying run. So good run for him. Bob Beltrami all the way back there, mired in the 12th position. Justin Michael, a name that you're not used to seeing outside the top 10. He's gonna be mired all the way back in the 14th position after what he would probably not be happy with his qualifying run.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he had a good run, and the other driver that definitely looked like he had some issues was Andrew Schulte. Looked like Andrew Schulte tried to make a qualifying bid, didn't like it, and elected he'd just start from the back. He did it last week and wound up with a podium finish, so we'll see what happens here. But as they are loaded up into their trucks, let's see if we can go down the starting grid here. We got Chad Simpson on the pole. Lyle Swearingen's going to be just to his outside. Jeff Schmeier and Kerry Cleaver. Got Butch Davis and Jason Anderson. Michael Melfeld Jr. and James Lehman just to his outside. Morris Bogan and Charlie Widener. Christian Bishop in that 26 Chevy with Bob Beltrami just to his outside. We got Jai Baxter and Justin Michael starting P14. See what he can do starting mid-pack here. Brian Barnes and Ryan Steele make up row 8. William D. Kirk and Rob Haynes. Couple newcomers we saw last week put on a little bit of a show. We'll see what they can do this week. Julian Ricci and Keith Kellman make up row 10. Scott Kukas and William Fletcher make up row 11. Justin T. Wilkinson back there in 23rd with Dennis Fuson just to his outside. The 31 machine of Rob Gohl rolls off P25 with Wayne Fleet back there. Wayne Hutchinson and Matthew Oplinger in 27th, 28th. Barry Phil with Dan Brazington starting in row 15. Row 16 is Dustin Burns and Matt Sisler. Andrew Schulte and Sean Rohr are going to start shotgun on the field. Looks like Ryan Patty and Carl Burke have elected to not take a run here. So if they decide to join from the pits or if they're just going to stay out of it tonight. But right now, Lyle Swearingen, Chad Simpson on the front row.
All right, Mike, you ready to get these things cranked up to crazy?
Hopefully not too crazy.
I mean, just enough crazy as these guys are making their one and only parade lap. Want to thank everybody for joining us here on YouTube Live, for making the Western States Racing League and Sim Racing Media your entertainment destination. Michelle Kirk in the YouTube Live chat cheering on William D. Kirk. These guys are lined up 2 by 2, Noah's Ark style, coming down that back straightaway. Swearingen, Simpson, your front row. And as we take a look at the weather here.
Yeah, 76 degree ambient air, 87 degree track temperature. And that should go down, I believe, as we're going to head off into the night. Get ready to come through turn number 4 here.
I don't know about you, Mike, but I am ready to go.
Pace truck's going to make that left-hand turn, and they're going to have all the way through the tri-oval to get to the other side before they take that green flag. Initial start is on the starter. Every start after that is on the leader. Chad Simpson with Lyle Swearingen to his outside. Pace truck is in, and here we go. Strapped in, ready to go. Fire him up here at Talladega. Chad Simpson is going to get on that loud pedal here in a hurry.
Nice clean start by the field. Chad Simpson, Lyle Swearingen going to bring the field down into turn number 1-2 complex.
That outside lane is definitely formed up a lot better than the inside, but that's not stopping Chad Simpson from leading as Jeff Schmeier's giving a little shove. It looks like there's a truck out of line towards the back of the field. Looks like that might be maybe Wayne Fleet's back there too, but they're going the wrong way in a hurry.
It might be the strategy move too. Just go to the back and ride. As we got drivers slicing and dicing all over the place to kind of make moves happen and try to create their own opportunities.
Well, lap one's in the books. Give that one to Chad Simpson with Jeff Schmeier pushing him out there in the front. Butch Davis back in third. Kerry Kleber. 3 trucks on the inside that started there are still there, and they are pushing their way out in front.
You know, one truck I don't see on the field or in the live timing, that's the number 18 truck of Kyle McCartney.
Maybe he got repoed by the Snap-on guy.
You had to go there.
Yeah, most expensive truck on the track.
As I say it week in and week out. Lap 2's in the books, and these guys are still mean and green. Can they keep it going? Is there that looks like that inside line's running just a little bit better than the outside line. We got a couple of guys doing the tandem drafting, taking that approach to the racing here at Talladega.
Yeah, it seems like with these trucks, 2 or 3 trucks, maybe 4, if you can get them hooked up just right, is about the perfect as far as drafting goes. And it's kind of hard in these trucks, I've noticed over the last few races that we've called here at Talladega and Daytona and stuff, to get that side draft kind of working a little better. It's almost like when they start to side draft, all of a sudden net code or whatever happens, and you get you just lose all momentum.
Net code, running out of talent, whatever you call it, right?
Exactly.
But right now, Chad, well, now we're going to come a little bit deeper into the field. And this is where the hornet's nest is, right here.
Gotcha.
As we got drivers going 3 wide already. Why are we going 3 wide?
I don't know. I just saw it out of the corner of my eye that they were 3 wide towards the back.
Look, it's like lap 4. There's no reason to go 3 wide right now.
Looks like Brian Barnes is down on the bottom going backward. Like William Kirk kind of lost a little bit of the draft. It's not necessarily bad to lose part of the draft here. As long as you don't go a lap down, you'll be okay, because everybody has to make pit stops at some point in time. And maybe you're just in the right spot to stay out of this chaos that is unfolding up here towards the front.
Well, so far we're, 70 laps to go. I like these little short races. 5 out of 75 laps to go. And so far it's been Chad Simpson and Lyle Swearingen from the get-go.
One guy who's not wasting any time getting up in the field is Sean Rohrer. He is up 18 spots running P16.
I thought you were going to say Justin Michael. I'm like, really?
No, he's going backwards. He's down 7.
Yeah, he's down 7.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to maybe conserve. Maybe he saw them going a little 3 wide in front of him, thought better of it.
Now we got 70 laps to go. But hey,
math is a hard
nonetheless.
thing. Chad
You
Simpson
know-
and Jeff Schmeier are just cooking out here.
Yeah, and Chad Simpson needs to have a good run. He's got Butch Davis there, and he's got the best drafting partner ever in Jeff Schmeier. Those two twin ascenders are hooked up, and look, the inside line's got a whole cast of characters right behind them.
Yeah, that inside line is definitely figured it out, and it looks like Schmeier is holding a beautiful wheel here as he sticks his nose out just a little bit, trying to get a little air maybe on that grill, cool it down just enough. We've seen over the last couple races that we've broadcast in these super speedways, it's not necessarily a good thing to stay tucked up right behind the truck in front of you. These engines do have a tendency to blow, and it can happen pretty quickly too.
Well, I tell you what, we got a truck blinking. That is that number 50 truck of James Lehman. He had blinked in and out. Want to give a special birthday shout out to the boss man here, SRM Racing Media, John Leach and Emily Urias, or however you say it, Urias, tomato. Happy birthday to those two guys. There was some banter back and forth through our Discord today, and about the birthdays, and
just the youngins.
I know. Look, I feel like we're the old geezers.
No kidding.
I'm 38. You can't be far off.
No, I'll be 41 by the time we go to Miami.
There you go. I feel like we're like the old timers.
3 wide. Back here, it looks like James Lehman's kind of stuck in the middle, almost 4 wide. As Lehman had a little bit of a run, Jason Anderson up almost into the wall. Does have a little help there from, looks like Morris Bogan maybe. Or is that Ryan Steele? Ryan Steele on the high side. Morris Bogan's down on the bottom.
Stuck in the middle. Who is that in the middle? That's the 69 truck. Whoa, did you see that? What an evasive move that 69 truck just made. And that is Kerry Cleaver. Okay. Never mind. I'm going to leave that one alone. All I'm saying, there's a Kirk in the field, now there's a Cleaver in the field.
Oh my gosh.
If you've ever watched old television shows, you get where I'm going with it.
Lehman, Milfeld Jr., Justin Michael, Charlie Widener, Rob Haynes, William Kirk, Andrew Schulte, and Kerry Cleaver all came down pit lane.
Wow, it's only lap 10. Mike, I'm gonna have to order the Butt Hurt game.
Oh my gosh.
I told John about it earlier, and he's like, "What is that?" So then I sent him a clip of the radio show that I listened to in the morning. And if you're in the Central Time Zone, or in the St. Louis area for that matter, tune into 105.7 every morning from 6 to 10, where you can hear the fine folks at the Rizzuto Show.
Well, we were talking about that inside line, but now that outside line with Jason Anderson and Ryan Steele are making their way to the front.
Yeah, so it's almost like a game of tug of war, Mike, if you will. So the outside line's going to have its advantage for a while, and then the inside line's going to gain. So who can organize the best, right? So, like, for instance, here, Jason Anderson, he could leave Ryan Steele and drop down to the inside line and pick up their draft, too. It'd still be faster. So, here on lap 11, you don't really want to bail on the outside line, per se, unless you can see that the inside line's got that really good run coming out, coming around.
Yeah, you definitely want to kind of stay where you are because you're working pretty good up there. You both are holding a steady wheel. Sometimes if you switch lines, you're going to be slower because you can't hold that wheel as steady as Jason Anderson goes down to the bottom. See if Ryan Still's going to try and follow him. Does not. Looks like Jeff Schmeier got a little out of touch there. Jumps back up in line behind Chad Simpson.
Yeah, see, like we said, so now Jason Anderson, I almost called him Jordan. Well, yeah, guess what? He's going to pump the brakes and come down. Why is he coming down pit road by himself? Oh.
Because he has no friends.
I have no friends, but at least I don't come down pit road by myself.
Well, he was the leader, so everybody else saw it and went, no.
Look, there's one person that I can make short circuit in this whole company, and that's Dave Regal, bless his heart. But on Thursday night, I'm telling you, Mike, he could be my crew chief from the booth.
Well, you'd have to listen to him first.
I got the, so I did get the last time I raced, I did get the message from Dave, in all caps, pit now. So, I mean, a 45% fuel load, 13 laps is what they're going to get on the tank of fuel.
We're going to be pitting more than we're racing.
At this point, I have to agree with you. Nonetheless, we've made it through 14 laps here on the 75 schedule that are supposed to be run. And, Mike, we've only been racing for 11 minutes now. And we're almost to the, lap 15 mark.
But if they can only... Bob Beltrami's staying out.
This is almost painful. The racing's great. It's just the lap 15, 14, we're out just now doing pit stops.
I mean, they're going to have to do like 4 pit stops?
Yikes. I mean, unless you short pit one of them. But I mean, if you think about it though, you're not really even taking tires though.
Yeah, no, you're just taking fuel. You're only in there for 6 seconds. And we are shuffling as they're coming out and cycling through. Bob Beltrami is the race leader. And let's see if he's going to come down. He is definitely going to come down. So that's going to turn the race over to, I believe it's going to be this group here with Rob Haynes leading, Charlie Widener behind him, William Kirk, Andrew Schulte, and looks like James Lehman's on the tail end with Michael Melfeld Jr. and Justin Michael back there as well.
Yeah, I had to stand up.
Bob Beltrami, Guy Baxter, Wayne Hutchinson all still in the pits coming out now.
Well, I tell you what though, Mike, Rob Haynes is up here leading this race. And, well, this truck group is pretty organized, and now you might see 2 distinct groups here. So we're working lap number 16.
Yeah.
As Babs checking in for FBR. Let's go.
This is definitely going to string out the field, having to make that many pit stops. We got Butch Davis back here leading a looks like a trio of cars. Butch Davis, Chad Simpson, Lyle Swearingen, all 3 FBR Motorsports machines. Running 8th, 9th, and 10th there.
You're definitely not wrong there. And right now we're working lap number 17 of the 75. And we're looking at Butch Davis right now, who's currently running 8th. In at number 43. I like how, that reminds me of the year that John Andretti drove the SCP car with the flames and the yellow, red and the petty blue. I don't know if you ever heard the story about how they got to the petty blue.
How did they get to the petty blue?
So it's a mixture between blue and white. So they ended up mixing the blue and the white paint together, and then you got petty blue, and the rest is history.
Back to this next group here. Brian Barnes, fastest man on the track with the 49.83. They are definitely moving here. They're going to catch this next pack here. Brian Barnes, Ryan Steele, and it looks like Jeff Schmeier. So 3 of the OGs here in the Western States Racing League.
I like that, the OGs. Hey, look, come November, you're going to be, well, late October, you're going to be in the nursing home of America. Down there in Miami, soaking up the sun.
Still going to be nicer than it would be here.
I won't be. Hey, look, I won't be too far away from you guys. I'll be in lovely Eastern Tennessee. So I got that going for me. Here on lap number 20, William D. Kirk takes the lead, at number 9 car, and the number 9 truck, rather.
Look who's behind him.
Andrew Schulte.
Up 31 spots.
That is crazy. Right now, Andrew Schulte is the biggest mover of the race. As my broadcast partner, Mike DeMoney, has says. Up 31 spots. But guess who's running in 4th? Shocker. If you had guessed Justin Michael, well, then my friend, you need to go buy yourself a lottery ticket or go on a game show.
Like Charlie Widener's caught the draft a little bit here. Might have lost it a little bit as they were kind of bouncing around, maybe. Like William Kirk elected to back out here. See if he's going to go to the tail end and drop in line.
You know, William Kirk up 10 spots, running 7th right now. Rob Haynes up 13 spots. But Andrew Schulte has now taken the lead in that Taco Bell number 81 Toyota Tundra. He's up 32 spots, Mike.
Yeah, all these drivers here that are in the lead all pitted on lap 9. Then we have another group that pitted on lap 13. Then we go back to 14, 15. I believe that's it. Everybody else, yeah. So a couple different strategies to see how long they can stay out on track.
Exactly, and here working lap number 22. These guys are really minding their P's and Q's. They're really pulling away. They're going to make this a race, you know, of their own and try to, you know, be a league of their own. As, you know, right now, I believe the fastest lap belongs to Ryan Caddy in that number 30 truck. Looks like Michael Melfelt Jr. is looking, but he's going to wisely stay behind Andrew Schultes. We got Toyota occupying the first 5 spots.
Yeah, there's no reason to try and make any moves, really. I mean, they probably want to kind of shuffle who's leading. That way, their fuel mileage all kind of evens out. Maybe they can go a few more laps and see what happens.
I mean, yeah. But think about it like this, right? So we're coming up on lap number 24. And we have 75 laps, for the scheduled distance. So next time by, we'll have raced a quarter of the race now. Also want to give a shout out to our broadcast partner, Dave Regal, who has recently turned me on to polka music. With Jimmy Sturr and his orchestra.
I did not think you would go there. Not think polka music. Dave kind of looks like
Here we
a polka
go.
guy,
Pit stop. Pit stops. Oh, we got one driver that missed it. Oh, that's a penalty. Let's see who missed the pit entrance there. It was a white truck. It wasn't, oh, who was that?
I'm sorry, but... Oh, it was Kerry Cleaver. He's a couple laps down anyway.
Oh. Well, hey, look, the Beeve will give him some driving lessons for next time. I had to go there. I couldn't help it.
Okay, we'll see what these guys can do out on track here. Just trying to race around.
Well, I tell you what, give Goldfinger, they covered Goldfinger and Less Than Jake, they covered. I had some help by Post Malone and Morgan Wallen. Check out Goldfinger's version of that song. He'll fall in love with it.
Wayne Fleet leading this group here. Morris Bogan going to his outside.
So now we're a quarter of the way through the race here. We got 51 to go, or 50 to go, 50 even to go here. And right now, Butch Davis, Chad Simpson, Swearingen, and Jason Anderson are all on pit road. Getting some 4 fresh Goodyears, maybe I think it go fast. Brian Barnes, though, not a name you typically see at the top of the pile here. It's him and Ryan Steele are both up 14 spots. Julian Ricci, though, in that number 4 spot, he's up 15 positions.
So we got the guys that came down on lap 9. It looks like 11 out there. These guys here last pit on lap 14. It looks like Julian Ricci came in. But Barnes, Steele, and Schmeier all staying out.
I mean, do these guys really just know something that we don't? Is it just like, hey, this is what we're going to do. Here it is, lap 28. I would expect they're going to come back. They're going to come down pit road in the next couple of laps for sure.
Well, it all depends on how many laps you think you're going to be able to make. Because what you really want to do, the way the race is running, is you want to be the first guy off of pit road that can make it to the end.
Oh, for sure, for sure. For sure, yeah. I mean, essentially, with Talladega the way it is, what I've noticed behind the wheel is you could really just take fuel while you're under green flag conditions. And if you happen to catch a caution, then you come and get 4 tires. But really, the tire wear, this track doesn't offer a lot of fall off.
No, because Brian Barnes, his fastest lap of the race was a 49.43. His last lap was a 50.51. So not even a second fall off in, 14, 15 laps on the tires?
Right, you're right.
And
So,
down
and
we
that's
come.
the thing. Brian Barnes and that lead group coming down pit road. Barnes, Schmeier, Steele. The group of 3. That should turn the race lead over to the Beltrami Salami machine of Bob Beltrami. Say that 5 times fast.
Beltrami came in pit lane, so Dennis Fuson, the Tito's vodka machine, gonna lead him. And while we were watching that, let's jump back and take a look here. Looks like we had some action on the racetrack. Let's see what happened to Mr. Anderson here. Nothing. Looks
Well,
like it
ain't
might
that
have,
about-
I would say might have been before that. It looks like he might have spun the tires or something and then decided to call it a night. As he looks like he got towed to the pit, so it's going to take him a while to get back out on track.
Womp, womp, womp. That's like some false advertisement, though. Here comes the next group being led down by Dennis Fuson. Looks like it's Fuson.
Yep, Fuson, Rob Gall, Wayne Hutchinson all down. Justin Michael going to take the lead as he gets pushed to the high side. Rob Haynes going to come through and lead that lead pack.
Well, Justin Michael getting shuffled back. You know, they're not letting Justin Michael have the lead here. As, you know, he's done Justin Michael type things all series long.
We got a 199 and a 155 leading the race now.
I'm not doing that math problem. Working lap 32 of this 75 scheduled run. Rob Haynes and Mike Millfield Jr. continue to lead this race. And James Lehman right there running that 3rd position.
Yeah, 3rd position behind the lap truck of the 69 of Kerry Cleaver. Kerry's got to be thinking what would have been if he wouldn't have made a couple little mistakes. As it looks like the 199 goes high into the corner, going to fade back and jump in line at the tail end of the field.
Well, he's thinking that, you know, maybe if I, well, we're not going to go there. We're going to save that one for later on.
Oh, say what one?
Look, there's a cleaver in the field. I got tons and tons of Leave It to Beaver jokes. There's your leader, Michael Melfeld Jr. in that number 155 Federated Auto Parts Toyota. And looks like he got Kerry Cleaver right behind him in that 2nd position.
Looks like Bob Beltrami came out of the pits all by himself, so he's going to lose his lap here. Morris
So-
Bogan. He came up in a hurry.
I mean, you gotta help the boss man.
They can get within a little over a second. They should be able to close the gap of this group here, but not sure if they're going to be able to do that, as they are a lap down at the moment. But these guys leading the race are the first ones to pit, so they pitted on lap 24.
Yeah, they've only gone 10 laps on this run so far. You know, so that was their second pit stop. I still say it's going to take more than 3.
If they can only go 15 laps on a run, it's going to take 4. If my math is mathing.
Are we doing St. Louis math right now, or are we doing Mike the Money math?
Hopefully Mike the Money math. 'Cause last time I checked, they pitted at 15, 30, 45, 60. Could be good. So, yeah, 4 pit stops. But if my math is correct, the guys you need to watch are going to be back here in this 10th position here, as they all came down on lap 29, 30. And so they're going to probably come down here in about 9 laps, hit that 45 mark, and then see what happens, see when they can make it down for their last money stop here.
Working lap 36 right now, and James Lehman, as we're focused in here on Brian Barnes in that number 4 Ford F-150. And I want to say he's about second line as we go back to the top of the pile was Rob Haynes in that number 199 truck. Here, working lap number 36 of the 75 that's being run.
Yep, Bob Beltrami was able to catch this group, so they're just going to kind of ride around here. They are on a different fuel strategy, different pit strategy than these guys are running with, as they are a lap down, but they last pitted on lap 29, whereas the drivers around them pitted on lap 24. So they got 5 more laps of fuel, so they'll be able to stay out, get their lap back, and then fall back into line.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Here's where we're lap number 37. And, you know, the other thing I want to point out too is, like, to your point, you know, these guys are really starting to mind their own P's and Q's and stuff. So, you know, last week we saw, what, 3 cautions? I'm hoping that tonight we're going to see way less than that. It's like James Lehman doing what James Lehman does, and that's lead laps of these races.
Yeah, Lehman's been running fairly well. He always just finds a little bit of an issue here or there in the last few races that has cost him a decent finish. But we'll see if he can take that lucky horseshoe and turn it into something here, as he is leading the race up 7 spots right now, as these guys probably are going to be thinking about coming down pit lane.
Don't even think about it. We're running 15 laps. It should take you up to lap 41-ish. So what kind of deals do you think they're making in the cockpit of these trucks? Are they, you know, I know racetrack's probably about as big as a city square. So if you're a driver, what are you thinking on the radio as you find other drivers?
I don't know. I'm just sitting there trying to drive, trying to get through these laps, letting my crew chief decide when I'm going to come down pit lane. But in the back of my mind, you got to be thinking, you know, who can I come down with? Who can I jump the strategy with, maybe, especially if you're in these groups of, you know, 10, 11 cars here.
Well, I'm just glad we don't have a stage break, because that would make this race even longer. And here we go.
Oh, whoa. Andrew, no, I'm gonna say Andrew Schulte, but it's not. It's looks like Andrew Schulte got almost spun around there as he was trying to come into the pits.
Here on lap number 40 of the 75 being ran here. The ATW, Justin T. Wilkerson is, well, he's leading right now. He's up 22 spots.
Yeah, he's up 22 spots. He's getting pushed by Brian Barnes, Ryan Steele, and Jeff Schmeier. Then you have Chad Simpson, Butch Davis, Lyle Swearingen. So you have the OGs here of the Western States Racing League with FBR Motorsports, the 3 cars behind them, and as everybody peels off to do something different here, FBR comes down pit lane. Brian Barnes, Ryan Steele stay out, which I figured they would. I bet they're probably going to come down in probably 4 laps, make it to that 45 mark.
I could see that.
And the good thing about the drivers here at the Western States Racing League, these guys have made, you know, a couple green flag pit stops here. Some of them have already made 3. But they haven't done what sometimes happens here if you're taking fuel-only stops. You know, you get off the pit road and you go to gas up and you wind up sliding those tires. And they've been able to maintain that. So we'll see what they can do here on this, I'd say final pit stop. But these guys that we're watching now have to make one more.
Well, right now we're approaching that halfway point of the race, and I don't want to jinx nothing, but this is quite nice.
Looks like Brian Barnes just lost the draft there of his 2 teammates. He is now behind Bob Beltrami.
And this is where we sit at the top of the show. We don't want to get behind too early.
No, and it is the hard thing about trying to keep that draft. When you are up front and you want to kind of fade to the back, it's definitely a timing thing. You want to kind of get as close as you can to the truck that you're trying to get behind, but you don't want to be too fast, because if you slide in and he's not quite by you, you're going to wind up spinning him into that outside wall. So everybody's taking their time working their way through here. These guys are probably going to run one more lap before they come down for pit lane.
I would imagine so.
Like Morris Brogan pull off. We have Bob Beltrami and Brian Barnes together, Ryan Steele and Jeff Schmeier.
I don't know about any more pit stops soon, but Ryan Steele's leading this race. Let down. Oh, here we go. You know, this is one of my favorite views. At the top of the truck, and you don't realize how difficult it is to slow these things down from essentially 180 miles an hour to 5 miles an hour.
It's almost like you're stopping.
No, it's crazy. Michael Melfeld Jr. continues to be in control of this race right now. with Charlie Widener right there in second position, and Andrew Schulte. No surprise, kids, that Justin Michael is running the eighth position.
Yeah, no surprise where they're running at all. The question's going to be now if they think they're going to make the race all green. We've got 30 laps to go. They've been making about 15 per run. These guys all came down on lap 39. So when are they going to try and make that pit stop? Are they going to try and stretch it a little bit further on this one so they can try and make it to the end? Or are they going to come down and try and save a little fuel on that second part of the run, as looks like they're going to be, they're going to be a couple laps short maybe.
Right now, Michael Melfield Jr. continues to do Michael Melfield Jr. things. We are fast approaching that lap 50 mark, Mike.
They got about 8 laps before we see these guys probably come down pit lane, unless they're trying to stretch it a little bit here. We don't know exactly what the fuel run is, because we don't know if they're running out or if they're trying to hang on just a little bit here. So we'll see what happens when they get rolling there. But Michael Melfield Jr., Charlie Widener, Andrew Schulte, Justin Michael, the top 4. You got Rob Haynes and James Lehman. And what's interesting, Alan, is James Schmeier and Ryan Steele have almost I've got a 31-second gap. William Kirk pushing up on the outside of Bob Beltrami. At the 69 of Cleaver. Helping him. Kerry Cleaver's been running pretty well here. But up front, it is still Charlie Widener, Andrew Schulte, Justin Michael. Andrew Schulte, Justin Michael up to the lead as Michael Melfield Jr., Charlie Widener go to the back of this lead pack.
Hey, we only got 26 laps to go.
Yeah, they are cruising in here. You're going to probably see the leaders come down in about 4 laps.
Please stay green. How cool would it be to have Bob Beltrami in Victory Lane as an interview?
Yeah, all the hard work he does trying to put this league together, as Jeff Schmeier goes up to the high side all by himself, see if he's going to be able to get any momentum, and it doesn't look like he is.
Yeah, you know, it looks like this JTW, I could be running out of Jeff Fryer. I don't know, he needs a truck.
Ryan's still going to lead this pack as Bob Beltrami goes up to the high side, going to fade back to the back of the line. We've seen this work time and time again. As they come into the corner, they go up to the high side, let a new leader lead, and then they slide back in behind them. JTW with Chad Simpson, Lyle Swearingen working together here. On board with Justin Michael here, following behind Andrew Schulte. They are coming up on a pack of trucks. Looks like it's William Fletcher, Rob Gall, Dennis Fuson, and Wayne Hutchinson here. They'll probably catch the back of Hutchinson, get that draft, and start closing the gap. As all six of the drivers here in this group just ran the fastest lap they ran of the race. Andrew Schulte pulling down Justin Michael down. Everybody headed down pit lane, so that's gonna looks like lead's going to get turned over to Ryan Steele and Jeff Schmeier. William Kirk back there in third. Kirk coming down pit lane. We know Steele and Schmeier are on a strategy. They're going to stay out probably another 7 laps. Make it to that lap 60 mark before they come down. And if that is the case, they will be the people, the trucks, that made the strategy call here and probably will be in the best position to win the race. We do have several drivers that are going to have to probably come down and make another pit stop. Probably just a splash and go, but sometimes that is more than enough to cost yourself the race. A couple more drivers pull off. JTW, Chad Simpson, Lyle Swearingen all pull off. So Justin Michael, Michael Melfeld Jr., and Andrew Schulte all spent about 10, almost 11 seconds in their pit box. So I don't know if they were trying to get a little bit more fuel or if they took tires hoping it would make a difference here. So we'll see what happens. But right now, Ryan Steele, Jeff Schmeier out here on track running away. So it is going to come down to a pit strategy game, and it looks like Ryan Steele, Jeff Schmeier are going to try and make it on one more stop. We'll see if they can make it lap 60 and then finish out the race. Justin Michael, Michael Melfeld Jr. Looks like they're probably going to have to come down one more time unless unless they can make a little over 20 laps on this fuel run. Jai Baxter comes in. Matthew Opplinger, Matt Sisler, Julian Ricci all come in. That was JTW that they just went around. We got Ryan Steele, Jeff Schmeier, Bob Beltrami in this pack of 3. Michael Melfeld Jr. is leading this group with Andrew Schulte, James Lehman, Rob Haynes, Charlie Widener. See if Ryan Steele come down this time or if they're going to stay out one more lap. They have been drafting together. And all 3 of them come down. Bob Beltrami, Jeff Schmeier, and Ryan Steele. And turn the lead back over to Michael Melfeld Jr. and this pack here with Andrew Schulte, James Lehman, Rob Haynes, Charlie Widener, Justin Michael. And it looks like Chad Simpson, Lyle Swearingen, and Brian Barnes are the next group. And it looks like Butch Davis has kind of mixed his way in with this lead pack here. Andrew Schulte going to take over the lead as they are perfecting their leapfrog technique. It's just all fine and dandy until you get down to those last couple laps, and we'll see how that's going to play out as everybody's going to want to win here at Talladega. Andrew Schulte, James Lehman, 97 of Julian Ricci getting past there. Looks like he's got Christian Bishop with him. They fall back into line. Andrew Schulte, James Lehman on the front. Come back and look and see where Ryan Steele is. Ryan Steele, Jeff Schmeier are running 12th and 13th right now, as half the drivers in that little group kind of peel off. Rob Dahl, Dennis Fuson, Wayne Hutchinson all down pit lane on lap 60 here. Rob Dahl, Dennis Fuson all out, back out on the track. Coming out of pit lane as they go by here. James Lehman, Rob Haynes, Charlie Widener, Michael Melfeld Jr., Andrew Schulte. and Justin Michael. You know Andrew Schultz and Justin Michael are going to work together. Looks like this pack's coming up on another little group of cars. Like it's Matt Sisler, Matthew Opplinger, and Jai Baxter. Everybody getting spread out here as they try to go by as they're headed down the front stretch. So the question's going to become who made the right call on this pit strategy. And you got Lehman and Haynes working together with Widener. Michael Melfeld Jr. pulls down to the inside as we are under caution here. Not sure exactly what happened here. Sure what happened there. So we are 12 laps to go and we are under caution. So with that, we're going to step aside for a moment. We'll be right back after this. right, welcome back, everybody. We are under caution. Looks like we've got a few drivers electing to stay out here, trying to get their lap back as they run by the pace truck. So we do have a couple drivers that elected, looks like just to take fuel only. James Lehman, Charlie Widener, Justin Michael all spent about 8 seconds in their pit box. Drivers behind them, Michael Melfeld Jr., Rob Haynes, Andrew Schulte, Chad Simpson, Lyle Swearingen, Jeff Schmeier, all spent extra time in their box. Like Ryan Steele spent more time in his boxes. He was in there for 55 seconds. Maybe he was involved in that caution. Didn't see anything on the initial replay. I have to go back and take a look, see what happened to Ryan Steele there.
Well, we got 10 laps to go, and we're going to be on the north side of crazy when we come back to green.
Yeah, the guys who are probably highly upset about that caution flag is going to be Ryan Steele and Jeff Schmeier, as they had the perfect pit strategy call, and they were going to make it to the end. And everybody else, I believe, was going to have to come down and take at least a splash and go of fuel. So we'll see what they can do here as they get set to go once again. 10 laps, 9 when we take the green flag.
Let's go. Let's do this. 9 laps to go. James Lehman, Charlie Widener. That is a name, Mike, that we have not seen up here in a very long time.
Yeah, Charlie Widener trying to hang on here. James Lehman with the button as they get ready to go here for these final 9 laps at Talladega.
We're back to Green Flag Racing. Here we go. 9 laps to go. 9 laps shootout. Who's going to have the upper hand? Here comes the 95 car. Charlie Widener, James Lehman in protectment on the bottom line. There's not going to be nothing he can do.
Yeah, no, everybody's stacked up. Everybody's trying to get somewhere as they are 3-4 wide, looks like, towards the back of the field here. Morris Bogan going from the bottom to the top side, trying to get a little run there. Andrew Schulte up to the high side with, looks like, Lyle Swearingen behind him.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
3 wide with William Kirk stuck in the middle. Not necessarily where you want to be as he gets out of there. Trying to slide up into that high line, but not quite going there. Has Chad Simpson down to his inside. Melfeld Jr. 3 wide in the middle. Charlie Widener there as well. Andrew Schulte on the high side.
I don't like this. I don't like this. 3 wide.
3 wide, 3 rows.
Yeah, no.
They are doing it. They are hooking it together, and they are making it work.
Gosh.
JTW a little bump down towards, looks like, Michael Melfeld Jr. as they're trying to stay 3 wide. Michael Melfeld Jr. another hip check, going to push Justin Michael out of line in that 3rd row as well, and that's going to allow the high side to get rolling here. Andrew Schulte, Lyle Swearingen are going to get out in front. We'll see if they're going to cut down or stay up there, as that little move there cost the inside 2 rows plenty of time. Lyle Swearingen to the point. Justin T. Wilkinson right behind him.
JTW and that number 19 Toyota Tundra, the Simrat market. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, this has driver takes flight for life.
Off the racing surface for now. Chad Simpson also involved back up on the track.
Oh, no.
And then there were 2.
Hey, look, at least we waited until I seen a white truck and a green truck get together. Wait, hold on. Back that up. Back to the,
Watch
right
the
there.
36 machine here.
I don't think 36. I don't think Bogan did anything wrong.
Nope.
Ooh, Michael Melvin Jr. gets up into the 36 truck and then back down. Oh, Chad Simpson's mattered in a Keebler elf. They got demoted to Fudgebacker right there.
Melfeld Jr. almost went on his lid, and he will wind
Almost,
up
he
there.
did.
He will wind up there. Everything looks
Hey,
good right now until
stuck the landing.
behind him. Then is Fuson involved too. That's what happened to Fuson. Oh, he checks up and the 6 just gets into the back of him. So they will stack them back up and go one more time here.
Yeah, we're gonna have a 4-lap shootout.
Lights are still on, which means probably the lights are still on. So looks like a natural green-white checker. Or is it,
I'll take
no,
it.
it's just gonna be just outside of it. Take the green probably with 3 to go.
You know, I read something really interesting tonight, Mike. They're gonna play baseball at Bristol.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you imagine? Okay, so here's the thing. They did a football game at Bristol. If that wasn't enough, let's make Bristol into a dirt track. Not once, but twice. It's not enough. Let's play for. Could you imagine if you're like a member of the Braves or the Reds and you're trying to hit a home run and it leaves the ball yard, right? And it goes in turn number 2 at Bristol.
Yeah. I think there's a way. I think there's a way they can do it where the walls are just going to be just far enough. It'll be like 300 or so down both foul lines. But if they did it where like the infield, like center field, was like 600 yards or something, just because.
I'm saying this now, Mike. If they pull this off, we have to go. Even though it would be the Braves and the Reds. I would just want to go and be a part of it.
Yeah, I think it'd be kind of cool to see. You wouldn't even be really close to the field, though. I mean,
Doesn't matter.
Unless they figured out something. But.
Four laps to go. Swearingen and JTW. Look at that. But lurking in the background, you got Justin and Michael. Could this be the week he gets dethroned?
Well, he's only lost once this season, so.
Well, I mean,
And
hopefully he'll lose
it was at Dover, to Butch Davis,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
and he finished second. So
You know what? I don't think we're done with the accident, so.
Alan, I hope you're wrong.
I do too, but I think there's going to be another bar. As long as we're racing back to checkers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's going on with Charlie Widener? Connection issue?
I hope not.
Pace truck's going to make that left-hand turn here in a moment, and we will be ready to let these trucks go for the what hopefully will be the final time of the night.
I hope so. I don't know. I don't know. A lot could happen.
Pace truck is in. Lyle Swearingen with the button as he gets ready to set him free here. Green flag racing one more time. And they are wrecking already behind them. I don't even know who that was. Morris Bogan.
That's okay. We're going to stay green.
50 sliding up and down the track.
Here comes JTW on that outside line. He's got, look, JTW's got the best partner in the world, and that's Justin Michael. Hey, it's the Justin and Justin Morning Show.
As JTW got left in a lurch there. And we are under caution.
I told you. I told you. I told you.
Yeah.
This my friend would be a green-white checker.
I don't even know who got involved there.
Oh boy.
Everybody looks okay. We'll go back and take a look here, see if there was what we can see.
Here we go. I told you it was gonna pop off.
Doesn't look like it was around these guys. I'm not.
The precaution.
This was up front. And everybody spreads out there, not. I don't know. Oh.
Wait, I think he just found it.
What happened to it?
There it goes.
Oh, the
Was that the 07 truck?
07 of Keith Kellman.
Not the Nestle Quick Machine, dude. Oh my god.
Got some help.
Oh, not the good way either.
No, from the Vans machine. Just kick flipped him right into the wall. Green-white checker is what we got. Bergen, Lehman, Schulte, Justin Michael.
Oh, goodness.
Good thing we have all these caution laps, or they're going to have to make another pit stop.
I mean, look, you're not wrong. Okay, guys, let's play nice and look, let's play nice.
Once you get to the white flag, anything goes.
Yeah. What he said. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. So tomorrow is Racers Elite's Xfinity Series. Be sure to catch all the action at 7:30 Eastern and 6:30 Central with Angel Santiago and Troy Thomas. And we are at, let's see here. Sorry, just had it.
What?
Oh, we're at Pocono tomorrow with the Racers Elite Xfinity Series.
Yeah. Pocono tomorrow and Dover on Thursday. And they go to the Super Speedway Series, take the Xfinity cars to New Atlanta.
That'll be a fun one on Saturday.
Yeah, it should be. We've got, let's see, Road and Plate is a awesome series that we call on Thursdays as well. And it looks like they're at
I can't even pronounce that one.
Oscherleben?
Sure, we'll go with that.
Close enough. Anyway, they're back to road course racing after being at Atlanta last week. Also have ECR on Saturday, and they are going to be at Legacy, Michigan.
That's going to be a fun one. I will be at my old sport track.
Oh, pace trucks in. We are single file now because we apparently didn't make a lap last time. So Lyle Swearingen, James Lehman, Andrew Schulte, Justin Michael, Justin T. Wilkinson are going to lead them on down here to the green flag. Already lining up to try and make it too wide from the get-go here. Justin T. Wilkinson a little late on the uptick as he gets stuck down in the bottom line. They're too wide for the front. James Lehman, Andrew Schulte go right by Lyle Swearingen. Justin Michael just behind them. Two to go here. Justin
Look at
Michael.
the move that Justin Michael just made.
Yeah, jump down right in front of Lyle Swearingen. And he's going to try and get himself pushed up to the lead.
Oh.
That inside line's bouncing all over each other.
Well, now we see a big wreck and it wouldn't even matter.
Yeah, white flag is out. Justin Michael going to lead him on down through the backstretch. Lyle Swearingen right behind him with Justin T. Wilkinson. And Brian Barnes is up here too. Look. Oh, Andrew Schulte gets turned. And we have the big one as Schulte does 360s on the backstretch coming into turn 3. Justin Michael is going to try and win here. Lyle Swearingen jumps to the high side. Justin T. Wilkinson's going to push him, and Lyle Swearingen is going to win. Ooh, maybe not. Oh, he's going to win, and Justin T. Wilkinson's going to get second. Justin Michael, third.
I like that podium.
Oh, Andrew Schultz tried to go down the maybe side draft there and just got put into the wall. The 199 goes around, takes out Brian Barnes, Butch Davis. Like everybody else, like they might get by pretty cleanly here as he went down the track.
Billion burnouts.
While he's doing that, let's see if we can get third place up here. I'll let you talk to Justin Michael. All right, Alan, you are with Justin Michael.
Justin Michael finishing third tonight. What a finish to this long race that went green for the majority of it. Take us through that last lap and what did you need? What more did you need to try to get up there to the win?
Well, for James not to wreck, and I think we'd have been okay. We would at least got second. I was looking for just a 1-2-3 finish for the team. If I won, cool. But yeah, after everything went haywire there, we went into 3. I just tried to block Lyle the best I could and run him up into the wall without hitting him, and there's nothing I could do. I mean, I was a sitting duck at that point.
Perfect. Well, you know what? Third place is, it's good to finish on the podium, and next as we continue on to the season, I tell Mike every week. I said, man, I like Justin Michael, but this is I think this is your season that you could possibly win this points championship.
Yeah, I mean that's what we're going for, and I mean tonight was a really good points night. I mean coming in Talladega and getting third, you can't complain about that, and just being consistent for the rest of the season, getting top 5s, and hopefully we'll be good.
So before we get you out of here, is there anybody that you'd like to help get you here tonight?
Just all the Bandit guys out there. I think we had that race locked up if it wasn't for the yellow. We were going to get like a 1 through 6 finish or so, I think, because we had a good 20 seconds on the field. So a good group of guys there, and all the guys out there watching the broadcast, appreciate them. Bob for putting on the league, and everybody who was watching on my stream at the twitch.tv/floorboarddeep, we appreciate them. Check it out, hit the follow button, and we'll see you next week.
All right, we'll see you next week too, Justin Michael, with your third place finisher. Mike, back up to you in the booth.
All right, let's see. Get the other Justin up here. Hey, Justin, Mike up in the booth, man. How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Oh, not too bad. Well, that was a heck of a run there. Looked like you were trying maybe a little bit of different strategy to try and get the win here, but a little bit short. How was it racing out there for the short fuel load?
I don't know. I'm kind of up in the air about the short fuel load myself. I mean, I guess it averts disaster, but it definitely breaks it up a bit, and you get a couple of the middle parts of the race where it's just kind of you're just riding around, but it worked out.
Yeah, it definitely looked like you figured out where you wanted to be and kind of went to where you thought where you thought it would wind up being. Those last few cautions, what were your thoughts going in there on that final restart?
Well, the last few cautions, I was one of the green flag pit stops. One of the last green flag pit stops, I actually overshot my pit box, and then I was too far right, and I completely lost the draft, and I thought I was dead in the water at that point. And then we had that caution, and that brought me back into the fold. Um, and that last restart, I knew there was a lot of teammates from the other team in front of between me and Lyle. So, we got to talking about how we were going to handle this, and we knew that they were going to get together and try to make quick work of Lyle. So I tried to do my best to kind of pinch somebody, I don't remember who it was, somebody at the top, and hopefully hold that off. And I was able to do that. And then they had some misfortune there, coming to the, what was it, 3 and 4. And I was able to push Lyle right on by Justin and get the 1-2 for FPR. So that was really cool.
Yeah, it definitely was. It was a great race for you. Finished up 21 spots running P2. Anybody you want to thank for that strong run today?
Just FBR Motorsports. We had some misfortunes for a lot of the guys. So it was cool to see us go 1-2 at least. And then my sponsor, simratmarket.com. They're always on my truck because they do awesome work over there. So, and that's it.
Definitely, man. Well, congrats on the P2 finish, and we'll look forward to talking to you later in the season.
Awesome, appreciate it.
All right. We can get a race winner here.
Maybe.
All right, Alan, I believe you're with Lyle Swearingen.
Lyle, congratulations on winning here. First of all, what a slick looking race truck that is, that Mountain Dew Code Red Toyota Tundra.
Thank you, sir. I guess the official soda of FBR Motorsports.
Hey, look, once again, congratulations. Take us through that last lap on the green white checkered when you got all these trucks right behind you, and you're just, are you just begging the truck behind you to just keep on pushing you?
Oh, I know they weren't going to stop pushing. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to wreck Justin Michaels on in front of me. I was doing all I could just to at least stay square somewhat and at least try to shove him up in front and hopefully maybe get my teammate, the other Justin, clear of the high line. Maybe we could try to do something. But at that point, it was just a matter of trying to manage to push and not wreck the guy in front of me. And then something happened on the middle line there above us, and they started wrecking, and all of a sudden it was a 2v1. So we got to make the move and get around Michaels and kind of steal one away from him. They definitely had the right strategy call, pitting early, getting all together, and then getting out and just running by themselves, making up a lot of time that way, and just for the most part kind of just staying isolated from the rest of the guys. They definitely probably should have won this one and got lucky with the caution in 2 and a late wreck coming to the checkers, and hey, we'll take it.
For sure. And here's the thing too is, so now we move past Talladega. What's your mindset now that you've picked up a win this season? What's your mindset as we keep moving forward to the season?
As far as points, we know Michaels is strong. Already won. I want to say I'm on 3 or 4 races now, I believe. So it's going to be hard trying to, get the points lead from them. So we'll just try to finish top 5s every week if we can. At least try to stay consistent, and then try to hope for some luck, or just try to get some of these tire saving strategies down where we could be more competitive. But yeah, for right now, we'll just be as consistent as possible.
Well, Lyle, before we get you out of here, is there anybody you'd like to thank to help get you here tonight?
WSRL for putting up these races. It's always fun. BR Motorsports, my teammates that we run with every week. Always fun racing and talking shit against each other and all that good stuff. Thanks to you guys for broadcasting the races, and we'll hope to have just as much fun next week.
All right, Lyle, well, we're going to get you on out of here, let you celebrate that win, and hey, have a code red for me.
Will do.
Unfortunately, I don't get to enjoy Code Red no more, as I had to stop drinking soda. So
Well, with that being said, Alan, let's see if we can go ahead and go through the final order of finish. Lyle Swearingen, Justin T. Wilkinson, Justin Michael, the top three. James Lehman, Michael Opplinger comes back for a P5. Guy Baxter, Bob Beltrami, Sean Rohr, William Fletcher, and William Kirk round out that top 10. 11th is Matt Sisler, Wayne Hutchinson, Butch Davis, Chad Simpson, Ryan Steele, top 15. Brian Barnes, Dennis Fuson, and Michael Melfeld Jr., the top 18. And we got Jeff Schmeier, Rob Haynes, Andrew Schulte after crashing on the white flag lap, Christian Bishop, Julian Ricci, Dan Brazington, Scott Kukas, Heath Kellman, Barry Phil, the top 27. Then we got 28th, Dustin Burns, Kerry Cleaver, Charlie Widener in 30th, Rob Gull, Morris Bogan, Wayne Fleet, and Jason Anderson are the drivers that took part here tonight. Well, with that being said, we will wrap it up here from Talladega. From all the drivers of the Western States Racing League and all of us here at Sim Racing Media, I want to wish you guys a good night, and we will see you next time.